Hi Internet, it's me, Udoka. This is my channel where I typically talk about my mental health and how I'm getting through to achieve my goals. But today I want to talk about election. Today felt like a holiday. Like I could barely focus on business today because Joe Biden has won. Let me see if it's official. Because a lot of Trump supporters are saying that he is not the president-elect. He is the projected president-elect. And after the Supreme Court has something to say about it, Trump will be the president. Whatever. So today has been crazy. First of all, very excited that Joe Biden won, but I wanted to better understand the point of view of Trump supporters because there are some Trump supporters in my life. Thankfully, nobody who is super close to me, but there are some Trump supporters in my work life, okay? And I just wanted to understand, and I find them to be intelligent people. They're hardworking people. They're leaders. They're self-made people. So, we share that in common. We share this belief that anybody can make it in America if you work hard in the right area. So I was trying to understand them today. Guys, I feel like these Trump supporters, it's like talking to a brick wall. It really is like talking to a brick wall. So here's the argument. Here's my understanding of the Trumpers' point of view. Number one, they think that those of us who voted for Joe Biden have been tricked by the media, that the media has lied and we fell for it. My rebuttal to that is specifically TV media. My response to that is, who do you know actually sitting down watching the news on TV? Like, I know a lot of Americans sit down and watch the news on TV, but who do you actually speak to on social media? Because the people that you're discoursing with are those of us on social media. You're not talking to the 55-year-old lady who has a Facebook account, but she's never on it, who actually does sit down and watch CNN. You're talking to someone like me that does not own a television, and I haven't watched broadcast television in probably close to a decade. So, what do you mean the media has lied to me? That I was tricked by TV. I don't watch TV. We don't watch TV. We're on social media just like you. So now they want to say, okay, well, social media has lies. Trump supporters have spread more lies on social media. The president himself has spread more lies on social media than the other side. So why are we the ones who are tricked and you're somehow immune? You are somehow immune to the lies that Trump supporters post, but we're not. Those who are anti-Trump are not. I don't understand that. So I would love for a Trump supporter to explain to me how that works. Then they say, well, Joe Biden is a puppet. He has media buddies. Okay. I don't know about that. I haven't done research on that. I understand that Trump also has media buddies. But I am willing to concede that if media buddies are a thing, Trump has less of them than anyone who's not Trump. I'll agree to that. I'll agree to that. But again, the people you're discoursing with do not watch those media buddies. So, okay. Next. They think we're insane for voting in Biden because he is a racist. That's what they say. They say he is a racist. Okay. What makes him more of a racist than Trump? Well, in 1994, when he was vice president, they built cages. They sent back illegal immigrants. Okay, I hear that. One, Biden has denounced some of the racist bills that he's passed. Two, so you acknowledge that a bill can be racist without actually having racist verbiage in it. You acknowledge that. You acknowledge that you can be racist without literally saying the N-word. You acknowledge it? Okay, are we on the same page on that? Because if we are, there's a lot of things Trump has said and done that is, by your logic, as well as the rest of us, can be interpreted as being racist. And there's things he said that is just flat out racist. And if you don't agree that it's racist, you can at least acknowledge that he said xenophobic things. That's not to say he has not signed some bills that are good, okay? His entire presidency was not just an entire dumpster fire with nothing good that came of it. But we can say the same for anyone else in office. We can say the same for anyone else who's president. They have all signed a bill or two that was a good idea. So why is Joe Biden more why are you trying to convince me that he's more racist than Trump? When Trump has today said very racial and disrespectful things. And today Joe Biden has not. Oh, because he said if you don't vote for him, you're not black. Okay. That one compared to everything Trump said? Well, why and how is this a comparison? So I need that one solved. I need that one answered. They say that he is creepy. He sniffs little girls' hair and stuff like that. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Trump also is creepy. It's not creepy to you. The grab him by the... It's not also creepy to you. Like you're accusing Joe Biden of things that Trump also is and does. He said he wanted to pork his daughter. What? I don't understand how Joe is more creepy than Trump. I don't get it. Somebody please explain to me. What else do they say? They say he lies, that Joe Biden lies. What lies? Count his lies compared to Trump's lies. Count them. Count them. Count them. Then they say we're not voting on facts. We're voting on feelings. And our feelings that have been twisted by lies by the media. Dude, it doesn't matter how something was twisted. Trump said what he said and did what he did. I mean, maybe you can get away with the Charlottesville lie. Maybe you can get away with it, but I have to disagree. If you are against bringing down Confederate statues, I don't think you're a very fine person. I don't. So I don't think it's a lie. I don't think the media portrayed it in a way that's not how it can be taken. They also say, what else do they say? They say what policies Joe Biden has that is better than Trump's. Well, actually, there's a few. That's a much bigger debate. I personally, if I could vote on policies alone, I'm still voting for Biden because he has a plan for healthcare. Trump doesn't. I'm still voting for Biden. If I could only vote on policies only, Biden still gets my vote. But wouldn't you agree that there's more to a leader than just the policies? Because you're telling me you're willing to ignore how he makes the American population feel about our nation. You're telling me it's more important that he has a couple of policies that you like. That is more important than having a leader that can make the American public not be afraid for their lives and stock up on guns and burn down buildings. Because to me and to millions of other Americans, a president that can make the people feel safe to work and shop and everything again, that is also important. That is important. They say the economy is going to tank. Really? So why hasn't it? Biden has been chosen. The stock market is actually fine right now. So what do you mean? Then they say the taxes. The taxes is a whole nother discussion. Number one, most of the people who voted will not be affected by those tax ideas. Two, the way you're presenting the information is not correct. Number three, Republicans have already passed a bill to increase taxes on the average American, on people who make less than $100,000 a year. That bill's already passed. That is already in effect. So I'm not concerned about the tax thing, okay? I'm not a rapper that needs to be concerned about the tax thing right now. I don't have a problem with the top percentile of earners helping to fix America's rising debt issue. I'm sorry. I don't apologize, actually. I don't see the problem with that. So, I don't know. What else do they say? I think that's about it. Oh, and then the fraud, okay? They're saying there's voter fraud. So, number one, you can't fathom a world where people don't like Trump. Like, it doesn't compute to you that maybe a lot of people do not like Trump. It doesn't, like, with all the riots and everything, you think that you still think there's no way this many people don't want Trump? With all the BLM and Antifa, you really think people like Trump? Then let's talk about fraud, because I believe in every election, if you're looking for it, you will find fraud in every election. I don't understand how and why Trump supporters are acting as if this one person, Donald Trump, is the only person to run for presidential office and have voter fraud be present. No, no. There is probably the same amount of voter fraud as there was before. What you're upset about is due to COVID-19. I'm saying a lot of terms that are going to get this demonetized, whatever. You're upset that due to the current global situation, more people than ever have mailed in their votes. And those people who mail in their votes just tend to be anti-Trump. And Trump told his followers to not mail in votes. And there has been a significant effort in getting more people registered to vote. More people who statistically vote blue, getting more of them to vote. Whereas in the past, there was a more concerted effort to keep those people from voting. And those mail-in votes in many places can only be counted on the day of election. So yeah, it's going to take some time. It should concern you more that there were ballots found for Biden somehow stashed away. It should concern you that those were stashed away. It should concern you that somebody tried to keep them away from the rest of the votes. That should concern you more than the fact that they were found. It should be a good thing that they were found. So, on every front, I don't understand how Trump supporters don't get it. I'm not saying you have to agree with us, but I am finding it hard to understand how you don't get why we voted how we did. It's one thing to agree to disagree, and it's another thing entirely to simply not get it and refuse to get it. Like, it's another thing entirely to agree to not understand why we disagree. I don't know. One thing is for certain, I'm really glad that we don't have to listen to uneducated Trump supporters anymore and have them feel like every stupid pseudoscience thing that they say is justified because they have a president that dabbles in conspiracy theory. I am going to enjoy it. So if you have thoughts, please leave them in the comments below. I normally talk about mental health, but I had to get some things off my chest today. Much love, much luck. Peace out.